Hi, today we're here to review Topo Athletic's Ultraventure shoe. It's great for mountains, ultras, trail, a good mix of everything. It's quite a surprise. So this is the first review I've done of Topo Athletic. Brand I've been aware of for a while. My coach for one is sponsored by them, and Topo Athletic UK have been very fortunate to send me a pair to test. Now what's different about this compared to a lot of shoes I run in is the toe box. It is pretty wide compared to, well, I just tested an Innovate, which is a precision fit and very narrow. However, this is very broad, and it does allow your foot to move around a fair bit. It is that more natural shape. It's the first time I've run in something of this nature. When you read all the blurb, the text, the thing that stands out for me is it's a 5mm drop shoe. However, the heel to toe drop stack is 30 to 25mm. So you're sat quite high up, despite it being quite minimal. I know you're saying your head goes Hoka, something more maximal. Well, my brain can't get around this. It doesn't feel like I'm sat high up. I've run in the Chilterns with this. I've run big mountain days in the Lake District. I've run local trails. I've run flat trails. I've run half road, half trail. I've run all manner of things, and this doesn't feel like I'm sat up really high, which is surprising because when you read the statistics, it should do. So I'm not quite sure how I've done that, but all I know is it's a well-cushioned shoe that doesn't feel like a really big cushioned shoe. I can't get my head around it. I'm pretty simple at times. At the base, you have Vibram, however you want to say it, the XS Trek outsole. It's got a variety of lugs in different directions. It's quite broad. It provides a surprising amount of grip. Despite not being that deep, it does grip, and I mean it really does grip, which once again is a surprise to me. This shoe on the whole, to be honest, as you're starting to get the feeling of, is a bit of a surprise to me. You've got loads of areas for allowing excess mud to escape, and like I say, you've got quite a hefty midsole, yet it still does flex without much force. It is a shoe of many surprises. Now that midsole, like I say, you've got 25mm here, you've got 30mm here. It does give a very cushioned ride. In terms of keeping stress off the feet, this one disguises a lot of things that go underneath it without having a numb wooden feel. So the midsole is constructed from 3 pieces that are multi-density, which allows it to be light and yet be protective in different areas. At the front we've got a pretty aggressive rand, much more like a walking shoe, but this does still have pliability. This combined with the upper, which is designed for abrasion resistance, it's quite densely woven yet breathable. It does attribute to a very durable shoe. And I should say that this is a size 10, the size 9 comes in at about 294 grams. It's not the lightest, but it's certainly not the heaviest out there, yet this thing seems to be able to just take knocks and keep going. The latest they do is sterling effort, and combined with the multi-gusted tongue, it does prevent most things from getting in. You've got some drainage gills for when it inevitably gets wet. I mean, let's face it, your shoe's going to get wet, especially if you're running in the UK. And then at the back, you've got a hefty heel cup, but it is pliable, it is flexible, it is comfortable. And it has these attachment loops for their gaiters. So if you want to keep everything out of them, you can attach a proprietary pair of gaiters, and it'll keep your feet just nice and happy. So the Ultraventure retails for £130, and I have to say, of many of the shoes I've tested in the last couple of years, this has been the biggest surprise. I thought with the wider toe box, my feet are going to go everywhere, I'm going to get blisters, I'm not going to like it, I'm quite used to being quite confined. However, the midfoot locks you down, which allows your toes to splay out, but without being out of control like someone half clicked into a roller coaster. That cushioning, I'm still trying to get my head around it. You've got a 5mm drop, you're at 30mm at the back, 25 at the front, yet it doesn't feel like you're miles up in the air. They feel like you could be 2014 or just something lower. It still gives you feedback from the trail. It still gives you confidence to kind of dig that heel in if you're descending on a mountain, or to kind of get that quick leg turnover, to just commit to where you're going. In some paper, my head doesn't feel like I should be able to get away with what I can with this, because the blurb sells it differently to me. Topo Athletic, their Ultraventure has been a real surprise to me, and something that I've really grown to enjoy wearing. I've worn it for about 100 miles so far, so it needs more for a long-term durability test. However, currently things are holding up well, and I'll get back to you when and if they change. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate your time. Thank you Topo Athletic UK for sending me the shoes. This wasn't a sponsored ad, this isn't a paid advertisement in any way, shape or form. These are my opinions and mine only. I've got more reviews coming soon for more footwear and new apparel, so please stick with me and we'll speak soon.